Hi guys, it's Legionero. Welcome back to my channel, and I also want to welcome all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, and thank you for all of your wonderful comments on the hobo bag tutorial. I really appreciate that, and I'm so glad that you all like my videos. So today I'm going to show you how to add an extra element to my Angie clutch pattern. The Angie clutch pattern is a free PDF pattern. It's on my website. I'll link the pattern and the step-by-step tutorial in the description box below for you for the Angie clutch. So I'm not going to show you how to make the Angie clutch. I'm actually going to show you how to add this hand strap to the back of your Angie clutch. So when you're holding it, you can kind of hold it like that, or see if I can get this to look right, which I can't. I'll pop a picture up on the screen of how I'm holding it in the picture. But anyway. I'm going to show you how to make this hand strap, and I added rivets to it. You don't have to add rivets. You can add studs, or you can simply just sew the strap down in place. But I'm going to show you how to add this extra element to the back of your Angie clutch. And you know, the front of the Angie clutch has the zipper pocket on here for you. So go ahead and grab your PDF pattern. Go ahead and cut out all of your pattern pieces. Fuse all of your interfacing and everything to your pieces, and then come back here with me and I'll show you how to add the strap to the back of your Angie clutch. Once you do that, you can follow the Angie clutch step-by-step tutorial to help you put together the rest of the clutch. I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. Alright, so what you're going to need your Angie clutch pattern. And this is the front and the back piece. The front piece of the Angie clutch has the zipper pocket, and then the back piece doesn't have anything. I cut this piece from the pocket pattern piece that you have with your Angie clutch pattern. So you would cut one extra piece of your pocket, and if you need to interface it, go ahead and interface it. But we're going to use this as your handle. So just like I said, cut out one piece from your pocket piece, cut out a piece of interfacing if it needs interfacing. This is a denim, so I'm not going to interface it. I don't want to make it too thick because I already have fusible fleece on my denim back piece. You're going to need some tailor's chalk or marking pen, and if you're using rivets or studs, you're going to need your rivets or your studs, and all of the tools that you use to insert the rivets. You're going to need a ruler and your ironing board. So what you're going to do, go ahead and cut out all of your pattern pieces. Go ahead and start and assemble your front piece of your Angie clutch that has the pocket. And you can set that aside because we're using the back piece. All right, so we'll be using the back piece and then this extra pocket piece that you cut out. So what you're going to do with the pocket piece, we're going to press it so we can turn it into an actual handle. So what I've done already, on the short edge, I've already pressed in my short edges. So press that in about 1/4 inch, right? And once you get it pressed in about 1/4 inch, go ahead and fold it in half and press. Just like you're making a wristlet, and you fold one end with the raw edge, you fold that towards the center crease and press. And then fold the other raw edge in to that crease and press. Then you fold it onto itself and you press one last time. Once you have this pressed, go ahead and take your handle to the sewing machine and you're going to sew down both edges. All right, so now that you got your handle all sewn together, set that aside for a second. Take your ruler and you're going to measure across. It should be 13 inches, so add 6.5 inches, which is your middle point. Go ahead and mark your middle point, and then you'll measure down from that center point. So you'll measure down from that center point. It should be about 8 inches. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark 4 inches at the 4-inch mark. All right, so you mark 6.5 and then measure down 4 inches. Now take your strap and fold it in half because you want to find the center of it. And then place your center at that 4.5 mark. All right. So this is just where I'm going to put my strap. If you want it further down, you can do it further down if you want to. But just make sure that the bottom part of your strap is at the 4-inch mark. All right. Make sure you get the center because you want your strap to be, or handle, whatever we're going to call it. You want it to be in the center. You want it to be evenly across the back of your bag. All right. So now, if you're not going to use rivets or studs, all you have to do is take this to the sewing machine and just sew down both edges, and you'll have a handle and you'll be all done. And you can go ahead and finish putting together your Angie clutch. But if you're not going to sew it down and you're going to add rivets or studs, you need to make a couple of markings. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take a small piece of double-sided tape, 2 small pieces. And this is just to hold the strap in place. So peel up your double-sided tape. And this is just to hold the strap in place because you don't want it moving around while you're putting in your rivets or your studs. I'm going to take my ruler and on both ends of your strap, measure in 1/2 inch and make a mark. All right. And I'm just going to eyeball this. I'm going to use my ruler to eyeball it, but I'm just going to make 2 markings where I think that my 2 rivets will be spaced enough apart, and add the holes for the rivets. So just kind of eyeball it and see what looks good to you. But do make sure you measure in 1/2 inch on both ends, and then you make your markings for where you're going to place your rivets or your studs. So just taking the smaller ends of my rivets and just kind of placing them where I think they will look best. All right. And once you have them placed and you like where they're placed, then you can kind of make a mark there. Right, and do that on both sides. And then next, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take my awl and I'm just going to punch a hole through the strap and the back of the clutch. All right, and I'm just making a hole big enough to fit my rivets through. And you're going to do that on both sides. So you should have, once you finish, you should have 4 holes. If you're using studs, you don't have to make a hole. You just punch your studs through all layers of the fabric, and then you'll fold down the prongs on the wrong side of the back piece. So if you're using rivets, go ahead and make your hole. If you have the rivet tool that you use, the pliers and everything. I'm probably calling it the wrong thing, but you should also have a hole punch. All those things come with the kit for rivets. So you should have a hole punch, and you should also have the pliers to insert your rivets. All right, now that you've added your handle, you can go ahead and finish putting your Angie clutch together, and you are all done. All right, so your Angie clutch should be all done. This is the front of your Angie clutch where you have your zipper pocket, and then this will be the back of your Angie clutch where you have your handle. Okay, so now you should have a hand strap added to the back of your Angie clutch pattern, and you can add this to any type of pattern, clutch pattern that you make. It'll be a nice cute little extra element with the rivets or the studs. The only thing I omitted with making this particular one, you know, with the Angie clutch, it has darts here in the corner. I just didn't add the darts to this, and I kind of like that a little bit better. But I think the hand strap on here is adorable. And if you don't want to add a wristlet or anything like that to your clutch, this is an option. I also made one out of this red, white, and blue fabric that I got from Walmart during 4th of July last year. So I added one to this one as well. Alright. If you like this video, click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.